Good evening and welcome to the Nightcap. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, all those lovely things, and I hope you enjoy the episode. Today, I want to talk about the consequence of success, and I'm
Ooh.
going to frame this with a real life example for me. So when I say the
Mm.
consequence of success, it doesn't necessarily need to be, like you got a promotion or you did something exponentially great. No, the example I'm talking about is so in South Africa we have this point system for exercise. So I have a smartwatch, and if I recorded an exercise of 30 minutes or more at a average heart rate of 150, then I get points for doing that. And what I noticed is that because of the running journey that I started last year, so for those who don't know, I said if I play bad golf, I have to run. So running is a punishment for me, and it always will be a punishment for me. But what it did, the consequence of the running that I started doing is that now my usual exercise routine doesn't get me those points. I'm getting fitter, and it is a massive, massive frustration. And the consequence of that success is that I've now had to look at my exercise routine and see what I have to change going forward so that I can achieve my points goals and move forward. Take care, G.
Amazing. So I love this. I love this. I'm beaming right now. And I'm beaming from two perspectives. Firstly, in the actual practical element of what you're discussing, right, is the points, they kind of are rewards points, just for kind of
Mm.
context, right? It's so rewards points. So you do these great work and exercise, you get rewards points, and these reward points allow you to buy smoothies and discounts on flights and all these things. So V is basically saying, now I'm gonna work harder to get more fun things.
To get more.
And tell me, yeah, go for it.
So for me, I use the points to buy golf balls. So that it's fundamental that
Ah.
I get these points.
It is fundamental. He's not buying smoothies. This is sustaining his lifestyle.
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
Uh, the next connected question is how many balls have you hit into the drink, V? But that's a story for another day.
Another day. Yeah.
So, um, wow, and thank you for sharing. I think what I loved about it is it says a few things about you as a human. It says that you are growing. It says that you are getting better, and it says that you have to deal with the consequences of being better, and you just have to get used to it. You know what I mean? Those are my initial thoughts.
Exactly.
Tell me.
No, exactly. So if I can be a bit more anecdotal. So my
Please.
usual exercise routine is that I play golf at least once a week, and then I play soccer once a week. And then if I go to the driving range or I go to the gym the other, let's say, for 4 other days in the week, then I should get my points for, and I should reach my target for the week. And what happened was that we were playing soccer like a month ago, and it was pouring with rain. And when I got home, and soccer always gets me my points. Like I have no doubt about it.
Yes,
Like if
because
I
you're
play
running.
soccer,
That's intense
running,
exercise. Yes.
it takes exercise. I know I'm going to get my points. So I got home, and then I looked at my activity, and I didn't get anywhere close to the target heart rate. I was like, this makes no sense. Like I thought maybe the watch wasn't tracking my activity correctly. Something must have been wrong. And
Yes.
then we went on a trip. I played golf again. Didn't get anywhere near my target heart rate for this round of golf. But I was like, okay, maybe it's the altitude that was a bit different on this golf trip. And then I was like, okay, now this football's coming around again. I'm like, I'm going to run my hearts
I'm
out tonight.
giving it my all. Get those
my
golf
my
balls.
all sort of thing. and I know that there's a like a distance thing. So I know that if I can do two 2 kilometers or more in my in the football game, that means I've run and I've put in
Mm.
a lot of effort that
A
game. So
shift.
I put in yeah. So I reached that target, and then I get home, I check my activity again, not even close. And now I'm like, oh, this is like it's frustrating
This is 2 weeks
again,
now.
2 weeks in a row where I've set these goals and I have these targets and I want to get these points. I want to buy golf balls with this, and it's not working out. And I got to this point after this game. I was actually like, as frustrated as I am, I should actually be proud because it shows that the work I've been putting in is paying off. And now I need to. I've reached my milestone, if I can refer to our previous episode. And now I need to set a new milestone. I need to set new activities for the
Amen.
week, new goals, maybe including golf.
Indeed.
What else do you add to it so that you can become better and stronger? And yeah, what else can you do to become, I guess, more successful for the sake of this episode's title? Yeah, KG, what do
Amen.
you think?
Literally. And it's exactly that. And it's exactly that because this is not an instance of, oh, yeah, be better, chase success. This is success from a lens of it shows you have to change, you have to improve because you've achieved, you've done the work to get you to a level such that you must now move up from this level. You know what I mean? It's you, all the work you've put, you all the good work and investment that you've done has made you this great position, right?
Hmm.
And life, the world, is therefore saying, well, congratulations, V. What are you doing next? You know what I mean? And that
Mhm.
is why this is incredible because it's like, it's not you saying, oh, I must be the best in the world. It's like, you've completed a cycle, right?
Hmm.
Show us where you're going next because you can't just sit still in life and be like, okay, cool, I'm great. I'm great
Yeah.
because what was great and not even to the world relative and how incredible it's literally you and your heart. What was
Yeah.
great intensity last 3 months ago, right? You're above that now. You're
Mhm.
better, you're stronger, you're fitter, and it's like, where do you take it? You know what I mean? It's you and your heart. Your heart says, what's gonna stretch you is doing this, you know, and unless you stand up to it, you're not gonna get the reward. You're not gonna get the prize. And
Mhm.
wow, incredible, incredible. You and you, not even you versus you. It's you and your own internal calibration saying, Big Man V, let's get to the next. Wow. 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 Wow.
No, it is that well, and then, yeah, I guess to anyone listening, and obviously to you, KG, as well. I guess it's that reality of yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing to push yourself to move yourself forward? So if you are someone like KG who runs every morning, and you notice that this you run the same 3 kilometers every day, and it's getting easier. What are you doing tomorrow to test yourself? Why not
Mm.
make it a 4 kilometer track? Why not make it a 5 kilometer track to just keep testing yourself? I believe as humans we are continually evolving. And I fear stagnation. Let me say that. I don't.
Mm.
I don't like this idea of like just being the same person that you were a month ago,
Mm. Mm.
3 months ago. I don't like that idea. So what are you doing to push yourself? So I guess KG, to you, I'm going to ask you that question: is that what's a goal that you've achieved, accomplished recently, and what was the next step that you had to take to now push yourself?
Mm. Yeah, and I'm gonna stay on this exercise theme, right? And firstly, I,
Mm-hmm.
I, I love what you're saying, and I wholeheartedly, it's wow, incredible testimony. What a nightcap. Um, then to come on this exercise theme, I'm gonna use running, right? Because beginning of this year, I remember, to any other listeners who have been here or maybe haven't been here, I ran a half marathon a couple of months ago. And that was my first official half marathon. But in the
Mm.
lead up to it, I was kind of doing, not training, but consistently increasing runs. And
Mm-hmm.
one of the big runs I did back then was a 15K. And that was, I just did it. Then I was like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? My longest run in forever. And then I did the 15K and then I got to the half marathon and I ran the half marathon. Last week, I did a 15K. But the difference was now that I can do what I've done. It's like this 15K is no longer, oh, I'm just running 15K. I have to be running it at a set pace, at a pace that I know that I can achieve. And so now I
Yes.
ran this 15K, not just thinking, okay, let's get to 15K, right? Because when I was doing in the lead up to the marathon, it was more just give your best and do the distance, right? Do the distance at the best that you can. You know, you're feeling it, whatever you're feeling. Now it's like I can do that and I've got a benchmark. I should be running 15K at a set pace that's actually engaging my chest. You know what I mean? And that is that advancement of like, firstly, I'm just conceptually waking up randomly and I'm now doing 15K. That was never my whole life. But now it's
No,
like I'm on a new benchmark. And secondly, I must
yeah.
be doing it no longer because, oh, I'm doing a 15K. I must be doing it at an intentionality that tests me, that challenges me. And it's that whole thing of like, when you've done something, you can't just keep doing the same thing because, oh, now you can do it. It's like you have to therefore improve because then, like you're saying, maybe we're just, improvement driven people. How are you doing this in a way that is continuously driving you forward?
Yeah. And if you are someone who is driven by improvement, I hope that this episode finds you. I hope that you
Mm.
enjoy it. I hope that you take lessons from it. And I would like to just apply it differently, maybe just so that we can round up because you've obviously done everything sports related. But
Mm.
on guitar, I had learned like quite a few songs, but they were all strumming songs. And for those who don't know, that if you know what G chord, E major chord, C and D, then you can play most songs. And it's fun, it's cool, you can sing along, but then it is sort of I got to this point where I was actually like, let's just test out, let's learn another song that's actually going to like stretch you and make you do something different. That's when I learned Elvis Presley, Can't Help Falling in Love. And when you accomplish that moment of like, come on, like you've actually stretched yourself, you've tested yourself, you've set a new benchmark and you've achieved it. I think that there's nothing quite like it. And I guess the last application would be in the workplace. Is that if you do the same thing month to month sort of thing, you know, what are you doing to make yourself more efficient at what you're doing? Are you gaining a new skill? I know that maybe you work at a company that forces you to do
Mm.
like now you have to learn AI sort of thing, and that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you as an individual. What are
Mm.
you doing to go into to work? So it's May now. Saying, what are you going to do differently in June that is going to make you better at what you're doing on a month to month basis at work? Please don't forget that, guys. Continuous improvement, the consequence of success. I'd love to
Amen.
say good night to everybody. Thank you so much for listening, and we hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe.